Hi, welcome to 4-Minute Answers, the place to get quick answers to your important questions. And today we're going to talk about refilling fountain pen ink converters cleanly and quickly. Normally I talk about Notion, a great organizational tool, but today, fountain pens. And we hope you subscribe. You can click that button below. Now, we love fountain pens. We love the way they look. We love the way they feel. We love writing with them, the way they sound, the way the ink flows, all of that. But when a fountain pen's ink is gone, you've got a couple of choices. One is that you could use those pre-made cartridges and slip them in. We don't like those personally. We prefer the regular bottled ink. So number one is you want to prepare your surface. I first put down on a table or countertop aluminum foil, which creates a barrier that won't let the ink, any spilled ink, penetrate. And then I put paper towel down just for absorbency. I bring in my glass of water, I bring in my ink and my pen, and I'm set to go. Now I'm going to want to clean the converter and the nib as step number two. So I take the pen apart and just by unscrewing the barrel, it opens up the space where the converter is. And now I can see that and I can clean it out. Now this is pretty clean. Yours, and frequently mine, are very dirty when I take them out. Maybe it's been a while since I've used a pen, and so some of the ink may be dried, and it may take a few times before this is clean. But the ink converter here has a plunger system where when you turn the top of that converter counterclockwise, it pushes whatever is in that plunger or in that cartridge out. And when you turn it counterclockwise, it creates a suction that draws ink, or water in this case, in. So I just do that a few times in order to get ink or to get water back and forth into that converter. And then I will do with the nib, just dip that in the water a few times until it comes out nice and clean. You can also do it under running water. Number three, line your ink bottle. Now this is a discovery that I made that really has made a difference for me. The ink bottle is usually the dirtiest part of this whole process because one, the top of the ink bottle oftentimes has ink on it. And number two, the converter, the ink bottles are just not designed for converters. I'm not sure why that is. Somebody is going to make $1 million coming up with a different way for ink bottles and converters to work together. But I normally take a piece of aluminum foil and then I'll use the nib to create a hole in that. And that is where I'm going to put my ink converter. I'm going to take my converter. I'm going to make sure that the plunger is all the way down because I want to draw the ink up. I'm going to put the converter through the hole in the aluminum foil and into the bottle of ink. And I'm going to draw the ink up by turning it counterclockwise. And it just takes a couple of seconds. And before you know it, you've got a cartridge that is filled with ink, or a converter that is filled with ink. That's it for that. Now all you need to do is put your pen back together, clean your table, and give it a try. So putting your pen back together, you put your converter back along with your nib section. It may take, for at least a Lamy pen, a little bit of a half turn. And then you put your barrel on, and now your pen is set. So let's do a little cleanup here. Carefully remove the aluminum foil. You want to make sure, since you've gotten this far without getting any ink on your hands, that you continue to do that all the way through. So close up your ink, move your water out of the way, and you're going to take your paper towel and you're going to use that to throw away the aluminum foil as well. So now you're going to bring your paper back in and you can try writing with it. Now the first few times of writing, the ink is going to not be flowing all the way to the nib. Remember, you just cleaned it. The ink's got to get down there. But if you write with it for just a few seconds, ink will be flowing fine. So those are the 5 easy steps to refill your ink converter on a fountain pen quickly and easily, and importantly, cleanly. If you have suggestions or questions about anything else you'd like a quick answer to, please add it to the comments below. And thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.